Okay, there we are. A little bit of struggle to get this thing going, but now we're here. And also I can hear on my other headset that things are working. So let's go then. One Charlie 70 is it from Paddington to Paignton, and I'm gonna make this video a long one because I'm going to drive down to Paignton and then I'm going to turn around there, go to the siding and then go back, and then I'm going back to Exeter, and that takes 4 timetable slots. So to Paignton, then go free roam to the next one, go to turning point, free roam again, go back, wait a while and then go back to the station, free roam again and go back to Exeter. Okay, so let's open the doors and put on the safety systems and everything that is needed, lights and so on, and turn off that one. So there we are, and I want more instrument lights, I think. Yeah, that's right. We'll try it like this. We'll see when I come to the first tunnel if it's right or wrong. And some of you may know me from writing in the forums and chatting and YouTube chatting with the ambassadors and so on. And mostly I have my alias KBP, and that's where I have here too. And my name is Bertil. I'm from Sweden. I'm from the middle of Sweden. You could say I'm from the Yorkshire of Sweden. There we are. Let's go now.
Welcome aboard this Great Western Railway service to Paignton. We'll be calling at Dawlish, Teignmouth, Newton Abbot, Tor, Torquay and Paignton.
They were.
The next station is Dawlish.
Yes, the next station is Dawlish. And I have a cup of coffee with me here. That's very good coffee, I think. It's Swedish coffee. It's Arvid Nordqvist. That's actually a person's name who started the company. Arvid Nordqvist. And it's called Reko. R-E-K-O. Which in Swedish slang and means that you are okay. And it's okay. Coffee is okay. Mostly I have another brand from the same company, Amigas. They're both very dark roasted. It's like Italian or French coffee or something like that. Yes, and as you see I have all the stuff at the HUD on because I'm visually impaired. And that means I have a difficulty to see some signals and stuff far away, so I use the HUD as a visual aid, you can say. keep track of what I'm doing. And also the Xbox controller, because I'm running on Xbox. The Xbox controller is also a kind of aid, because together with a keyboard, because I can't see a keyboard, and together with the keyboard and a good lamp beside me, the Xbox controller is ideal for running trains, mostly anyway. So I don't use the keyboard very much. I combine the keyboard and the Xbox controller. There may be other people doing this just the same, at least on PC. Combined PC keyboard and an Xbox controller on PC Steam or something like that. I did that before. But as I turned 70, my children, now grown up children, came with an Xbox as a birthday present to me. So, and that was more than half a year ago. I have my birthday on Christmas Day. Now I'm waffling too much and don't pay attention to my throttle. Okay, there we are. So you have to bear with me using the HUD. And actually, if you listen, I probably missed a whistle sign now while talking. But okay. Yes, it was a while ago, I think. But I think there's another one coming. There maybe? Yes, that was the whistle sign. And here's the walkway over. As you see, it's hard for me to see them, so I wish there were whistle signs on the upper right there. Whistle signs, and on the Preston Carlisle route signs where you have to switch off the power for those, what do you call them? Areas with no street, with no electricity. I forgot the name of it now. There's a name for it. And now we're going down to 75. We're not far away from Starcross. There's another aid for me. The train sound tells me what I'm doing with the train too. Oh, I probably missed another whistle sign. Okay. Things are not going well when you stream. Something tells me... Oh, there is another one. Okay. There are a few of them. You have to learn the route so you know where they are. Something tells me we're nearing Starcross, I think. Yes, we are. 5 wheel signs before Starbucks. And I missed 3 of them, I think. Okay. And there you have the famous tower in Starcross. Well, it's nice, this scenery. I like this route. Some people are complaining of bugs or something, but I can see that now and then there comes updates. So probably you will get better. Yes, I thought there was 80. I have to speed up a bit. And then probably brake again. Did I miss another whistle sign there? Because I saw the crossing, but oh, okay. I like to do it by the book, you know, but it's a bit hard when you don't see them. Okay, here comes Dawlish Warren. Here I don't have to signal because we were through here. And we're braking too, so. It's nice with those scenery features that make things a bit more fun. Here you have the famous cliff with the portal. And here we're supposed to rise the speed up to 75, but well, can do it for a little while. But I have the brake now. Well, I told you
we are
it's
now
going to be
approaching Dawlish.
I told you this is going to be a long one. So if it's getting boring, just scroll along to the next position where it's interesting. Okay, we are in good time, I believe. In time we are. Before time we are. So let's just gently move it forward. I happen to have seen that mostly the passengers work. Mostly the passengers
This is a
work
Great
better
Western Railway service to Paignton.
if you're not coming too early. Here they seem to work very well. They're all boarding. Those who are boarding are boarding well. Those who are not boarding, they go. So I think they improved. Okay. And 1 minute to go. Yes, I told you it's going to be a long video. So when I come to Paignton and you see that I have to wait for a while, just scroll forwards and to the next slot. So it wasn't that it's not too boring. I'm doing this in one recording and I'm not pausing because I only have an Xbox and a simple Twitch on the simple web Twitch on my computer PC, which I have alongside, and it's hard to experiment too much on them, so I just run the movie like this and record it over to PC, and then later on I make a YouTube video from it, and that is what you're going to see then if I get that far.
Welcome aboard this Great Western Railway service to Paignton. We'll be calling at Teignmouth, Newton Abbot, Tor, Torquay and Paignton. The next station is Teignmouth.
Oh, I have a mouse too, and I have another mouse for the PC, and that makes things a bit difficult sometimes. So there we are. Teignmouth it is soon. This is dark. I think I'll try with a really light. Yes, these red cliffs, they're astonishing, even in the simulator. Well, pick up the speed for a while and then go down again, because we're soon at Teignmouth.
We are now approaching Teignmouth.
Was a bit late there with the speed, but we just have to brake then. See if we make it. Okay, it works.
This is Teignmouth. This is a Great Western Railway service to Paignton and Paignton.
It wasn't too bad. The passengers were good here too. Yes, I was going to tell you. Okay. I was going to tell you that mostly passengers work better if you're less than 1 minute before departure time. or less than 1 minute before when you're supposed to stop there, not departure time. Mostly they do. If you are too early, they don't work, these passengers. So actually, if you are in good time, you don't have to hurry. But it's hard to know how fast to go. Okay, let's close the doors then. Just for fun, we'll use the guard bell.
Welcome aboard this Great Western Railway service to Paignton. We'll be calling at Newton Abbot, Tor, Torquay and Paignton.
Sorry.
The next station is Newton Abbot.
I've been doing some cleaning house and some laundry before this video, so maybe that's why I'm sneezing. I'm sorry. I didn't have time to mute the headset, although it's easy to do it if you have the right hand, the left hand free, but okay. I won't fiddle too much with it, because then something may go wrong. I'm glad if I can make this video sneezing or not. Okay, move to Abbott there is. I'm a bit worried of the guard mode, because in this route the guard mode works perfectly. And most English routes does, but on the Leipzig-Dresden route and on the Morristown route, guard mode doesn't work as I thought it would. Because you can't acknowledge any tickets. You just have to run along with the train, or ride with the train. And the only thing you can do in some of them is to open and close the door. No tickets. And on the what is it called now? The red DMU, I forgot it. You don't even close or open the doors. You just stand there or sit, and it just runs along. And when you're finished, you can count it as a guard mode mastery. So I don't know what's up. Maybe it's a bug and they will fix it, we'll see. I'll try to ask the support what's wrong. But on the contrary, then the announcements work very well at the German train. Oh, and now I'm waffling again. Stop waffling and keep the speed limits, please. I was so fast there, so I just try going braking down to 40. And a fog we have now. Let's hope not too long. I should have wanted to see more of the route, but okay. The most beautiful part we have seen, so...
We are now approaching Newton Abbot.
And if there's someone watching this and you know where to see the planes, the master reward where you can see the planes in Torquay, tell me how to get to that master reward. Maybe I've done something wrong. Now I think. I don't think I activated it. Well, I'll look for that. Could be that I forgot to activate it. Okay. Would be nice to see a hurricane fly by. We'll see. And now you probably know that I'm a flight freak too. Flight simulator. Yes, I have it on my YouTube channel. You can watch me flying around my home.
This is Newton Abbot. This is a Great Western Railway service to Paignton.
And sadly there are no Swedish routes here, so I can't run the trains around my home. I guess it's also too boring because there are not too much trains there. There are some commuters between Trondheim and Sundsvall. I live in Östersund. And there are a few intercity and fast trains going to Östersund from Stockholm. And in the future there is supposed to be from Stockholm to Trondheim in Norway. We'll see what happens. Okay. I was very early here, so probably too early for the passengers to work. Well, we'll see. I think some of these people, if I'd been not too early, they would have boarded the train. But here we are. Oh, my coffee's getting cold. I have to drink it up. Maybe this will keep me on the toes and pay more attention to the speed limits and not talking too much. I can talk when I have the time. Usually, if I am good at time, I'm mostly close to doors around here. And there we are. Next stop, Tor. Yes, and I made the pronunciation right, Tor. Though being a Swede.
Welcome aboard this Great Western Railway service to Paignton. We'll be calling at Tor, Torquay and Paignton. The next station is Tor.
as I said, I'm from Sweden, but I do like the English railroads and trains. I do like the English steam locals. English, British, I mean. Right is right. Don't forget the Scots. Especially when you are from the part of Sweden where I'm from. Because as in Scotland we have our own lake monster in Östersjön where I live. The Great Lake Monster, Storsjön, is the Great Lake. And he's supposed to be the son of Nessie at Loch Ness. But there you go. Oh. Yes, I've been up in Scotland, I've been to the Museum of Loch Ness, and I've seen display in the Loch Ness Museum coming from Östersjön where I live with the Great Lake Monster. So they know it. And I said, I'm from the geography of Sweden. That's more the position compared to the British Isles. But it's also very much like Scotland, because the people from Jämtland, which is my county, they are very, what do you say, I forgot the word for it. They like their country. They're proud of being from Jämtland, like the Scots are proud of being from Scotland. And they don't like the southern Swedes going in and doing too much with their lives. There is even, as a joke, there is even a Jämtland Republic with a president, a female president actually, and there is an army called the Jämtland Republic Army, JRA, not IRA, JRA. And I went up to from London in '82. I went up from London to Inverness via Perth and Edinburgh, and also went to Carlow Locage. I felt at home in Scotland actually. And maybe that's why I also like the West Coast Main Line, both the East Coast and West Coast Main Line. And of course I like the 5 Circle. And of course I missed the speed restriction again. Okay. Well, anyway, I don't have to hurry that much then. Because of me missing the speed restriction, I am a bit early. But I'll take that. It's fun for you. Laughing at me.
We are now approaching Tor.
that speed. And I haven't overshot any station yet. We'll see what happens here.
This is Tor.
So to see if they... Well, they will do board the train, okay? It worked here too, okay? And we can wait for a while then. Last time I tried this route it started to rain, and this time it's foggy, okay? I guess this is the English weather. Anyway, it's not so far from the weather I'm used to either, so we have the... And we have also... I think we have a bit more snow than you have in England. Maybe we have more like Scotland, I think. And... well, that's it. Yes, I've been up to West. I've been running. When we came back from Scotland, we went down the West Coast Mail. I even stopped at Oxenholme and went to Kendal, I think, with a train. I don't remember. It could be a bus too. And saw the Cumbria Steam Gathering. That was very fun. There we are. Let's close the door then. And that's also one thing I like about the 5 circle. It's one of my favorite.
Welcome aboard this
alongside
Great
with
Western
this
Railway
one.
service to Paignton. We'll be calling at Torquay and Paignton.
And
The
that's
next
because...
station is Torquay.
Okay. And that's because they're doing Rivet Games. They're doing the announcement with a Scottish accent. That's nice, I think. I think it's a combined Edinburgh and Inverness action, if I'm rightly informed. And I like that landscape along the sea. I like the announcements.
We are
I
now
like the
approaching
trains.
Torquay.
170s. And they're guard buzzing. Let's hope the Scottish 158 will have the same features with announcements and so on. We'll hope that. I know it has the guard bell. I overshot a bit, okay.
This is Torquay.
You have to be on
This
your
is a
toes
Great
with the
Western
brake.
Railway service to Paignton.
Yes, and I noticed also when running the ScotRail 158 in the Manchester Airport line before Trains of World 6. The announcement started when I was starting from the airport. This is the ScotRail Express 2, and then it stopped. And nothing more. And that makes me think that they probably will have the announcement of the ScotRail version of the 158 when it comes to the 5 Circle and the Leven branch. We'll see. Hope so. One thing more I have to tell you, I actually travelled on the 802, class 802, between Paddington and Slough. And that was in 2019. I travelled with a class 802 from Paddington to Slough, class 166 from Slough to Windsor, and then back from Windsor.
Welcome aboard this Great Western Railway service to Paignton. We'll be calling at Paignton only.
And then
the next station is Paignton.
And then a class 43 from Slough to Paddington. And 2 weeks later, the class 43 was gone, the last of them. So I was lucky. And that ride I mentioned in 82 up to Edinburgh, at least a bit of the ride was a class 43. Then a British Rail class 43, an intercity, 125 as it was called then, as they were called then. I really have a bit of a crush on the class 43 also, and I was glad that they had the diesel version of this one. But something I would have liked is a route where you change the power from electric to diesel, and then when you go back from diesel to electric, like you do in the southeast and from Upper Catenary to third track. Well, of course I can try and run some place where I can change the power, and also I can try this one somewhere where they do that. I could try the 5 Circle and run on electric too.
We are now approaching Paignton.
To Haymarket and then diesel the rest of the way. I don't know. Okay. Well, already we are at Paignton. And traveling too fast. I forgot the 15. Oh, Last time I did all it ever so perfect. Now I'm missing everything. So please, Mr. Dispatcher, just forgive me. I wonder how many biscuits I have to give him. Train manager. Tea and biscuits. I guess it would be coffee and cinnamon buns if it was in Sweden.
This is Paignton.
Okay, now we are at
This is a
Paignton.
Great Western Railway service to Paignton.
Now we come to the boring part of this trip. We have to wait a while here and there. So if you get bored and don't want to wait, just scroll ahead forward to when I'm going backwards again. So now we'll try the next slot here. Probably will be closed now. I was a bit early, I guess we were waiting for the arrival time. Oh, that 150 looks great. That sounds great. Okay, was I a bit too early there? Let's see. Yes, I think so. Yes, I probably was too early. Okay, let's continue then. When 10:23.
Welcome aboard this Great Western Railway service to Paignton. We'll be calling at Paignton only.
I guess this is the backside
next
of having
station
an
is-
announcement. Yeah. There we have it. Okay. I'll have to wait to 10:23. Sorry. And okay, you can scroll ahead to 10:25 if you're bored, because I'm going to do this in one piece. Again, the coffee got cold, so I ran out of coffee because I finished it. So I just have to see. I can, when waiting on this one, I can bring my coffee cup back to the kitchen. I have I don't have a wired headset, so I can walk everywhere I want to. Okay, not completely everywhere I want to. Have to try this one too. Yes, I put it in course. Glass of water on the run so I don't cough anymore. Wireless headphones, you say? I forgot the word. Okay. I have a wireless headphone on Arctis 5, I think. I forgot the name of it. Especially for Xbox. And I bought an ordinary mouse, USB mouse, and I also had an old keyboard, PC keyboard, Logitech, which works perfectly on the Xbox. Switch is back in neutral, so can look around a bit before when we're waiting. It is a nice place and you have the sea around there. If I can go further on, if you can see anything of the sea while we're at it. This looks like rugby arena or something. Oh yes, here you have the sea. This is also something I like. You can explore a bit with the button 8 on the keyboard. Nice. I like those English houses. They're not so boring like the Swedish one. Many of them anyway, like this one. Some of them may be boring. This doesn't look too. There also something that exists. Okay. That's something also it's not easy to see when you're vision impaired. This little signal beside the red signal there, which comes up when you're going, when I'm going soon. So now I have to wait for that one. I guess I can sneak a little bit forward. So I can see it a bit better. Brake hold. That's a new one. Okay. Okay. I think I told you everything I wanted to tell you, so it's not. I don't have too much to say. Well, the town that I live in, it's about 60,000 people, I think. Or the town area is more about 20,000. Okay, here we are. Let's go then. And there comes the signal I was waiting for. It's a small town I live in. And I live on an island on the lake where the monster is. And what happened now? There, I forgot the brake. Okay, actually, now I learned something that I didn't know, that you can use a brake hold. That's nice. And this road crossing works perfectly. I'm not surprised if you're getting bored, because I myself, I don't like shunting, but this is alright. I'm not so keen on shunting freight trains like Matt Peddleson is. I did a bit on that in CSX in the beginning of this Trains in World, but it's a bit boring. I like driving commuters, trains and so on. That's fun. Do some guard mode now and then. I made guard mode on exactly this train, and it was fun. Not too many stations, and still a few tickets to check, and I managed to check them all and not miss anything. Okay, that's next slot then. Now we have to wait.
This is a Great Western Railway service to...
Here we are. Switch off everything then. Okay. Run along on this side then. So now, if you're getting bored, you can scroll 15 minutes forward, but you can wait a while, because I have a surprise for you, in a way, if I'm right. You can wait to around 10:35 something. In the meantime, we will just wait here and set up the train again.
TPWS and AWS operational.
And here we are. Because I think there is something fun around here on the siding behind the station. 10:33. So if you wait to around 35, you will see something. Actually, don't worry, I won't do anything. I can hop off, go down from the train, and a bit forward. And see what happens. Look, we have nothing better to do than walk a bit. We can check this crossing here, if it's up or down. I think it's up. Yes, it is. It's open. So, when things are happening here, we'll run down again to our train as far as we can. So we'll wait here for a while. Yeah, look, things are happening. So now we'll run back to our train again. Yes, as I said, I've driven this exact train before, so I know what's going to happen. But I won't tell you until you see it. You know, That's a good place to live. Doing some train spotting in the window. Here? Maybe here. Maybe not too many trains around here, but... Okay. I tell you, those cars waiting for that train, they have to be patient. There it comes. And look and see if it isn't a steam train, a Jubilee, with some Mark 1 coaches, I guess. And if I get it right, this is supposed to be the heritage train that goes from Paignton and down north, I think, somewhere. South, I mean. South, of course. Okay. Something fun to watch while you're waiting. And it starts to rain. Of course it starts to rain. Okay. Let's go inside then. And go this way and have a virtual coffee, maybe? I like this, they even made the kitchen. I hope it's empty with passengers. Yes, it is. They're talking. This, we can't get everything exactly as it should be. There shouldn't be any talking when there are no passengers, but well. Invisible passengers, you could say. Oh, and the I guess I closed it. Okay. Some wipers wouldn't be too bad. Okay. Now nothing will happen until I'll go again at 10:45. So if you want to scroll on to 10:45 on the train, go ahead. It will be about a bit more than 5 minutes. And those of you who want to wait alongside with me, see if I can have something fun to talk about. Yes, I thought I was talking about my hometown. I live on the island, on the Great Lake, Östersjön. The island is called Frösön. Frös Island, you could say. have about 100 kilometers to Åre. That would be about 70 miles, I think. And Åre is a ski resort where they sometimes have the World Cup for downhill skiing. So it's quite famous anyway. And in Östersund we had a football team, soccer team, that was once managed by Graham Potter, who then has been a trainer for or coach for different English teams like Brighton and Chelsea and so on. And when he was leading the team here in Exeter, they went to the Emirates and won the match over Arsenal. That's great for a Swedish team. Now Graham Potter will be coming back to Sweden and lead the Swedish national soccer team. So if he succeeds the way he did with the local team in Östersund, well, it's promising. We'll see what happens. I'm not interested in football. I just talk about it because there could be someone listening to me who likes football. So waiting and waiting and waiting and hoping, like Dusty Springfield sang once. Well, I'm interested in old planes and interested in trains, and I'm also interested in music from the 60s, like the Beatles, the Shadows, Cliff Richard, the Hollies, Searchers and so on. And why not Chuck Berry and those people from the US too? And I'm playing drums in a band that plays this kind of music. Like we play Apache, the Shadows Apache, Move It, Shadows Cliff Richard, Move It, and other tunes. So that's me. Running Flight Simulator, running Train Sim World and other simulators, and playing drums. And doing a little bit of preaching in my church because I'm Christian, and I'm not a priest, I'm just Christian. An ordinary Christian man from Sweden that sometimes does preaching. I don't know if I'm good at preaching, but I do it anyway. And my church, if you want to know, is a Swedish evangelical mission church. So it's almost like the Swedish church, which in turn is all Swedish church and Church of England. Church of Sweden and Church of England is about the same. So it's, if you're used to Church of England, you come to Sweden and go to Church of Sweden, it's not that different. Yeah, if you know what an alpha course is, I've been doing some alpha courses too, running some alpha courses for people who want to know, who are curious about being a Christian, or want to know more about being a Christian. That is. That's what I'm doing now and then. I'm married, and I have two grown-up children. One is a carpenter. One is going soon to be a nursery school teacher. My wife is a nursery school teacher. I was working with different jobs, including customer services and so on. The last job I had was customer service for a neighboring county council. Oh, now it's time to go. Okay. Let's go then. So now we're back in action again. And we'll have to stop here, I guess. Yes. Okay, now we have to wait for a moment, okay? Now what? I'll try this brake. Okay,
We are
it
now
works like...
approaching.
I was a bit early there. The dwarf signal, as we say in Sweden, hadn't gone white. So some things could have gone wrong there, but they did. As the last journey I had with this train, I got train and it's about the same now, so it wasn't a bit far away anyway. Then it probably will get sunny before we come to Exeter. We'll see. But they did a good animation of the rain, so it looks very immersive.
This is Paignton.
So,
This is a Great Western Railway service to...
well, the announcement does do some loops. But on the whole it works very good, I think. I like the German announcement. The Germans are also very polite and formal. I wonder who made the announcements. If it was Rivet or if it was someone else. Maybe a mod people came to help develop the games. I don't know. if I ask them, I will probably will have some answers. I also discovered that the same train going about 1 hour later than this one. Part 1 of the turnaround there didn't work, so when you came down to the southern end of the siding, it went bad without the signal or anything. So I only could do this part 2 and then wait for the train to go back. That's something to know if you try it yourself. I did a support request for it, so we'll see what happens. I also did a support request for a German ICE train from Leipzig to Dresden. It was stopped at, it was going, it came to an entrance signal at Riesa and it went red, and it continued to be red, and then the comment from the dispatcher was I didn't have any route. I seemed to lost my route or lost my path. I don't know if that was something wrong or if I should regain my path later on. So I'll see if I can get an answer, or if I try that train later on and see if it still does the same. Something that doesn't work on the other trains, like American trains and German trains, that's the guard mode, so they have to fix that. Maybe I make another support request for that. Okay. Now do it like this. So it seems that you can do like you do with the 170. You can press like then you press the brake hill brake, and you rev up the engines and you release the brake and they don't have to go backwards. See what happens here if I can do the same thing here. Okay, now we're loading. Are we loading? Oh, sorry. Sorry. I should have pressed the mute button. I was too busy licking the passengers. It doesn't seem they're boarding. Or maybe the boarder went and opened the doors, I don't know. Or maybe I shouldn't have opened the doors until they should be boarding. I'll try that another time. Okay. So 1 minute left and we're off again. I hope you haven't been too bored with me waffling on here about different things. I do it because I want to do it. I want to tell you people who I am and what I do. and also it's a bit, the time goes a bit faster when you are talking or listening and so on, and instead of it just is silent. Okay, now I'll soon close the doors here. There, we do that. And we do like this. The card bill. See. Yeah, it works.
Welcome aboard
Vipers
this
with
Great Western Railway service to London Paddington. We'll be calling at Torquay, Tor, Newton Abbot, Teignmouth, Dawlish, Exeter St David's, Tiverton Parkway, Taunton, Castle Carey, Westbury, Pewsey, Bedwin, Newbury, Reading, and London Paddington. The
Okay,
next station is Torquay.
and now the lady will interrupt me several times, I guess, telling the whole list of stations down to London. Well, if that's what they do in real, it's alright. In older days they didn't do like that in Sweden, but nowadays they do. The cards tell you all the stations forward. But we don't have any automatic announcements, at least not on the IC trains and the fast trains, express trains. But the commuter train I was on when doing my last job before retirement, as I said, I'm a bit 70 plus years. There it was actually was automatic announcement, but sometimes the driver cut in anyway and told if it was exit on the right side or the left side. So mostly on the express trains and the IC trains, the driver says next station so and so, and the left side or right side. Then maybe the guard comes in and tells which connections you have and so on. If it's a train, if it's a station with many connections. So that's how we do in Sweden. I think they do similar things in England too, because I heard that in the English train many times the guards do the announcing. But I'm aware that if you have to do it in a simulator, it must be automatic, or else it doesn't work. Okay. Looks like we're soon be in
We are now
Torquay.
approaching Torquay.
This is also something I learned when doing kart mode, because some of the platforms here are short. It's easier if you are, when you're guarding the train, that you are in the front of the train, not in the rear. I think also go a bit further
This
on
is
with the
Torquay.
train. There we go.
This is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington.
Let's see how good I made it. Well. I should have gone a little bit more. I had some space in the front there, so okay. So the marker wasn't accurate.
Welcome aboard this Great Western Railway service to London Paddington. We'll be calling at Tor, Newton Abbot, Teignmouth, Dawlish, Exeter St David's, Tiverton Parkway, Taunton, Castle Carey, Westbury, Pewsey, Bedwin, Newbury, Reading and London Paddington. The next station is Tor. We are now approaching Tor.
For instance, this one is very short, so it's convenient to be in the front end of the train in guard mode then, or else you can't open the doors. Now I have to go a bit further on here. We'll see how far I go. Like here, I think.
This is Tor.
Well, you see, 1.5 carriage behind. Oh, almost 3 carriages, okay. So I guess when you're a passenger on these trains, you have to be careful. So you're in the right coach when getting off the train. Tried using
Welcome
that brake,
aboard
but
this Great Western Railway
I don't know.
service to London Paddington. We'll be calling at Newton Abbot, Teignmouth, Dawlish, Exeter St David's, Tiverton Parkway, Taunton, Castle Carey, Westbury, Pewsey, Bedwin, Newbury, Reading, and London Paddington. The next station is Newton Abbot.
Speaking about Newton Abbot, I guess you may have seen a crime story called Beyond Paradise, where this inspector, what it is has moved to a place called Skipton Abbot, and I think it's recorded in Loo, if I say right, Loo, here in Devon, and not so far from here, I think. Maybe not that far away from that steam train there, because there was a steam train in one of the episodes. So it could have been that heritage railway there. And not exactly certain where Loo is located, but it is on the coast here. And that marker there probably means that there will be a red sign, a red light soon, a red signal. Yes, it is. And this is also why I used the HUD operator and the HUD just to be aware of that things are happening. But also you get a warning before because of these markers, so it's alright. I also guess that they placed the marker there just to make everything work properly.
This is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington.
Okay. Here comes only a single yellow before the red. Okay. signal is. So now we'll have to wait for something. There it came. Probably crossing our track because we're going to the left track. Platform 3 is to the left, okay. I guess that cross country was coming from the other side, so yep. We'll have to keep around 40 then.
We are now approaching Newton Abbot. This is Newton Abbot.
Oh, that wasn't too bad.
London Paddington, calling at Teignmouth, Dawlish, Exeter St David's, Tiverton Parkway, Taunton, Castle Carey, Westbury, Pewsey, Bedwin.
Welcome aboard this Great Western Railway service to London Paddington. We'll be calling at Teignmouth, Dawlish, Exeter St David's, Tiverton Parkway, Taunton, Castle Carey, Westbury, Pewsey, Bedwin, Newbury, Reading and London Paddington. The next station is Teignmouth.
Okay, I'm not speaking too much now, so I'm a bit concentrated because of that red light. Sorry for not speaking, but now we probably have green lights all the way back to Exeter. And soon we will be back on the more beautiful part of the route. Let's hope it stops raining soon. because here comes the sea. Let's see if I can get it up to 90 before I have to brake again. I actually did that. I got it up to 90. Now I have to reduce the speed to 60. There was a whistle sign there because there was a sign, but I don't know what it was. Okay, anyway, we'll soon be braking now.
We are now approaching Teignmouth.
Okay. Seems to be a bit long train here to see how far away I can get. If I can tweak it a little bit. A little bit, maybe.
This is Teignmouth. This is a Great Western.
Tiverton Parkway, Taunton, Castle Carey, Westbury, Pewsey, Bedwin.
One coach too much, okay. But this one is open, so I could have stopped a little bit before. It's alright.
Welcome aboard this Great Western Railway service to London Paddington. We'll be calling at Dawlish, Exeter St David's, Tiverton Parkway, Taunton, Castle Carey, Westbury, Pewsey, Bedwin, Newbury, Reading, and London Paddington.
Nice. It's getting sunny
The
again.
next station is Dawlish.
At least the clouds are getting a bit lighter, so can reduce a bit on the wipers. Okay, it was a whistle sign there. I might learn them before too long. I did see that I was so concentrated on the whistle signs I didn't remember to slow down, though I saw the limit. Okay.
We are now approaching Dawlish. This is Dawlish.
Okay.
To London Paddington. Calling at Exeter,
London Paddington.
Castle Carey, Westbury, Pewsey, Bedwin, Newbury, Reading.
2 coaches too long. Okay. This place is nice, Dawlish. I hope someday we'll be able to go here and go this train on the Riviera, English Riviera coast. Would be nice, wouldn't it?
Welcome aboard this Great Western Railway service to London Paddington. We'll be calling at Exeter St David's, Tiverton Parkway, Taunton, Castle Carey, Westbury, Pewsey, Bedwin, Newbury, Reading, and London Paddington. The next station
Oh dear.
is Exeter St David's.
That wasn't good. Suicide on the railroad. Something went wrong there. Okay. Well, you have to go with me so far. This was something to have on a video then. Oh dear. Okay. Let's see if I can make... What? You look very comfortable there. Okay. There she goes. Okay. Because of that I missed the... I missed the speed restriction. Oh dear. Well, now I have a feeling what it's like when people hop on the rails and making suicide, but no, it did twitch my heart, you know. I guess she was supposed to be on the shore, on the promenade on the shore, and was probably animated at the wrong spot. Well, see if I can make a clip of that. It should have been a whistleblower, I think. I thought I would check if the whistleblowers are there on both ways, but I missed that one, so we'll see. And it should be another one here, I think. For the station, of course. Or it's this one, anyway. I passed it once before, I didn't see it, and then afterwards I thought, oh, it must have been a whistleboard on the wall there. So, okay, now it's not too far away. 7 more miles and we will finish this one. Wonder if I can ease down on the ship. See if that missed one. Okay. There I couldn't see the sign. There it is, the sign. I don't think there was any sign before that one. Well, now we've been through the best part of the route and it's a bit more dull going to Exeter, but I guess the sea or the bay is around there somewhere. There should be one more station, I guess. Yes, that's right. Okay, soon approaching.
We are now approaching Exeter St. David's.
Okay. So, now we're there. Or we're here, as you say.
This is Exeter St. David's. This is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington.
Switch out off those ones, and then I can just go like this, and we'll go to free roam and go outside the train. And we can wait for the train for a while. Let's see when it's supposed to leave. Oh, yeah. What happened? The controller went twitchy. Well, we'll hear when the door closes. 11:36, but it's 11:38. We'll see what happens. If I did leave the train, so it should work. Well, last time it did work, so I will wait a while, see what happens. And those of you who want to quit now, you can do so. And I will just wait for this one to leave, and then we're alright. There comes the class 166. Oh yes, I think I know why. Maybe that one is leaving before.
Platform 1 for the 11:42 Great Western Railway service to Exeter Station. Calling at Exeter
Well, it looks like it doesn't work. We'll see. Maybe it's supposed to leave 43 then. We'll see. It is. There we go. Okay. Maybe the BIS is not showing the right time. Maybe it was supposed to leave 43. We see. Yes, here it goes. Let's run along then. Goodbye. And then okay. That's it. Goodbye for now. We'll come back later.